Hello, forgive me. My name is Chloe Johnson. This is my comprehensive evaluation report of the fall 2018 semester of SED 425. This evaluation report is hopefully in use for the referral information if referral form if needed to be used in the IEP process later down the road. So this is about Peter Panhandle. He is 10 years, 9 months old, and he is in the first half of 5th grade at the Neverland School. So the reason for the referral is the general education teacher, Mrs. Bernstein, referred him to the IEP team in September of 2018 because he showed signs of delay in reading comprehension and writing ability. He is suspected of having a specific learning disability with reading comprehension and this writing ability. He enjoys participating in classroom discussions and conversations. He is well liked by his peers and well behaved during classroom instruction as well as during transition time. He was previously provided services under Title I, as well as being a part of group reading sessions, which he still now is a part of group reading sessions. When given an examination, the reading record of April 2018, he was found below average compared to students on the same grade level. His parents have told us that he does participate in a student mentor program that allows an older student to spend time with him after school, doing reading and writing assignments and stories together. He does enjoy this. During the reading comprehension questions and writing assignments within the classroom setting, he does seem frustrated and asks to go to the bathroom more frequently during these times rather than other times during class instruction. So the questions that we intend to answer are, does the student have issues with reading fluency or only reading comprehension? Did the previous interventions help to improve his grade level scores according to the previous years before Title I and things of that sort? And also, is this student showing behavioral signs of frustration because of the low level of understanding in reading and writing, or is it coming from another issue? So some background information on Peter is that he's a very well-adjusted student within his class. He's very well liked. He enjoys drawing pictures with his friends and playing imaginary games during recess and break times. He has consistently scored on average range for math and seems to respond appropriately during math sessions. He's only recently started to exhibit behavioral problems during reading lessons, and this includes not responding to questions and discussions if it comes to comprehension or things like that sort. And he also avoids reading out loud during group sessions or class reading sessions. And he does this avoidance by asking to go to the bathroom more frequently. Sometimes he becomes frustrated or distracted with another task and tries to defer from the task at hand. His parents have mentioned that at home he's been mumbling, and when he's doing reading assignments, he skims through it and reads very quickly and doesn't fully pronunciate or go through the words as he should. He goes quickly. In the assessment plan, some questions that we are going to be answering are, when does the student exhibit these behaviors of discontent in the classroom? And how does the student's reading ability compare to his peers? And then also, how does his writing ability compare to his peers? We started off with the test results here showing the test of written expression. The table here shows a range from superior all the way down to low. His standard score of the items test was at an 83, so according to the chart, 83 is below average. In the essay part, he received a 119 standard score, and that was, as according to the chart, considered above average. So according to the scores, he is a below average in the items part of the test of written expression, yet he is above average in the essay part of the test of written expression. So it shows us that so far his writing ability is not affecting his academic progress. During the observation, it was seen as lasting about an hour. He started the test without any use of prompts. He stayed on task at the beginning. He made eye contact with the evaluator and nodded his head that he understood the instructions when the evaluator was giving the rules. And then once the questions became more difficult, he started to physically, his body started to slouch in the chair. He was placing his head in his hands. If he didn't know the answer, he would shrug his shoulders without saying anything, or he would say, "I don't know." The evaluator attempted to motivate him generally without saying anything specific or trying to sway his idea of how the test was going one way or the other, just general things of keep going, you're doing a good job. And the student did continue. He didn't ask to go to the bathroom, and he didn't try to avoid the situation. He did complete the test within that 1 hour. The test results of the series of ideation evaluation questions came from because he had scored above average in the essay part of the test. So we wanted to look a little bit further into his writing abilities since he was seen as having issues in the classroom, but then on the test of written expression, he scored above average. So trying to pin it down a little bit more, we decided to go with the ideation evaluation questions. So this series of questions are intended to find the level of fluency, the level of maturity, the word choice of the student, the style of the writing, and there's a whole array of different writing assignments that you could do for these questions. We chose the narrative, and so as he did the narrative, he completed around 111 words, 15 sentences within this amount of time given. And he, after doing the series of ideation evaluation questions, of going through and evaluating and doing this, it was found that he was proficient in the development and organization of the story, but he had difficulty having a complete, cohesive composition in total. His fluency was between the average to below average range, so it was seen as okay compared to non-disabled students of the same age. But the word choice was only somewhat expressive. Frequently, many vocabulary words were repeated, and it was not really built upon or drawn upon to explain more in the narrative story. The level of maturity was marked at a level 2, which is in this evaluation was considered description, and that's actually not appropriate level compared to his peers. He should be on a higher level, level 3 or 4. It was found that the areas that he needed remedial attention include capitalization, punctuation, grammar tense, and the grammar usage within the sentence structure. So to answer these questions in the conclusion, how does the student's writing ability compare to his peers? So within the written expression test, it was shown that he was above average, but then when doing another informal assessment, it was found that he was below average. So we used this list to figure out the ideation questions to figure out what the problems were. And we did find that simple sentence structure had issues, some grammar usage needs to be supported and worked on, and the punctuation and capitalization as well. With the reading ability compared to his peers, Peter was found to have fluency problems with reading. The specific errors that he frequently made include pronunciation of vowels, the leaving out of syllables, and mistaking one word for another. He was also observed in the classroom during reading sessions out loud, and he was found to be mumbling and refusing to read within the reading groups while his peers were attempting the reading assignments. About the him exhibiting the behaviors during classroom instruction, we found that he was well adjusted and integrated in the classroom setting with his peers. He was focused and well behaved during math and science lesson transition times. Were all within well adjusted behaviors. It was only during group reading sessions that he was observed as mumbling, talking quietly when he was reading, or not responding to questions at all, or saying, I don't know. And on average, it was about 10 minutes into the group reading sessions that he began to exhibit these behaviors. He began to get frustrated and asked to go to the bathroom more than one time. So some recommendations that could be used if this were to be taken further into the IEP process would be to remember that these social situations he enjoys and he is well liked, so he should continue to do some kind of mentor or tutor situation at home or at school, or both. He could be encouraged to read more by being able to choose what he reads, to find interest in it, and make sure that it's appropriate on his reading level so he doesn't become overly frustrated. It's also recommended that he participate in some sort of individual reading session with a teacher to help practice the word-by-word processing and fluency to help build that up. Group reading sessions could continue since he is well liked and does enjoy being with his peers, yet it should be remembered that he does have issues with that, not responding if he becomes frustrated. Teachers should always be aware that he does have these tendencies to try to avoid, to try to escape by going to the bathroom. So maybe some kind of bathroom chart or plan can be put in place to help him remember to stay in the instructions, to stay motivated and get some kind of reward out of it, and understand that it is meaningful to stay and not just escape when it is difficult. So also a number of computer games and interactive games could be used. He enjoys being creative and drawing, so we could use that as well. So that concludes my final referral form process. I hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for listening.